It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for, we only got 3 more of these on the weekly basis to go. So, uh, Greg and Cap with you. Interesting weekend that I had.
Yes, you made a grand entrance. You met the Van Vliet.
Mhm.
Uh, you went to a garden. I'm guessing pruned some roses, maybe
Oh, yeah, of
gathered some tulips, something like that.
course. I'm very much into
Uh,
winter.
uh, Apparently, the the second son of the plumber is upset with the son of the second city. Uh, so many sons.
So my
Ah,
son's
son of
not
a
enough
bitch. I'll
moms.
remember it.
Um, Also got to meet the Bella twins for the first time, so that was cool.
Yes, I saw that. How were they?
So it was the thing with doing those meet and greets is it's such a brief interaction. It was a good
Yeah,
interaction, but it was just like a conveyor belt. So
as
which
brief as the shorts underneath your pants.
yeah, which I knew going in because I did the one with Trish and Lita back in December, so I knew how it worked. I just wish I had like 30 seconds of time, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
Still
I
good.
figured about
Still
30
good.
seconds is about all myself and Maddie would need. Another story. Well, now, so the Bella twins, one's married to John Laryngitis. The
Yeah.
other is married to John Cena.
Laurinaitis has nothing to do with them anymore.
I thought he was no, he married their mother. That
Yeah,
Laryngitis married the mother.
yeah, not
Cena
anymore.
married not even. Well, I think we all know exactly what caused that particular split. Um, and Cena's married to one of them.
No,
Apparently,
Cena's
I
not married
guess.
to you. No, Cena's married to
I thought
somebody
Cena
else.
was married to. Oh,
Cena and Nikki never got married. No,
oh,
Brie is married to Brian Danielson.
oh. So Bree and Brian. Who's the other one?
Nikki
Bree. So Bree is married to Brian. Nikki did not
is,
marry John, but Laryngitis married the. Okay. What a tangled web we weave when first we practice to conceive in the state of Kentucky.
I guess. But yeah, it was a good weekend.
How was the garden?
Unfortunately,
I've got to ask because I was listening to an old podcast about Dusty Rhodes and his times in the garden over the weekend, and I thought, son of a bitch, Greg, he's doing getting funky like a monkey, baby, right there in the garden, baby. He's gonna rate all them numbers. The gate is gonna be incredible, baby.
it was it was a little bit overwhelming before I went in because I was like, "Holy crap, I'm actually here!" Like it's such an important venue in wrestling history. And then the problem with the WWE,
Not just wrestling, sports, music.
yeah,
I
sports too.
mean, the most famous arena in the world for
Yeah.
I mean, freaking Taylor Swanty and Kelsey the Trav just did their nuptials there.
Mhm.
Um, you know,
Yeah, so to be in the garden was something special. And then unfortunately with the WWE sets the way they are now, it doesn't feel as special.
yeah, you can't
At
see the
least
garden for the shit.
well, yeah, I mean the venue itself is fine, but like the WWE sets, it was very much when I went to SmackDown. Like it was just like video screens and whatnot. Um,
Mm.
I was way higher up because I wasn't paying $1,000 for floor seats, even if it is the
What?
garden.
You, the, Rock the Dwayne will be very upset with you that you
Well,
did not.
well, then he can pay for my seats if he wants me down there. So damn bad.
That man showed up to the red carpet wearing a $5 million watch. The least you can do is put $1,000 in his. Gregor, come.
Yeah. No. For, I'll just tell him I only have $7. That'll work.
Oh, I'm very happy for you. I've only been to two like legit pro wrestling WWE. One was the Rumble in St. Louis. The other was the Rumble in San Antonio. Rumble in St. Louis was dog shit. Rumble in San Antonio was a lot of fun. The Alamo Dome,
Mhm.
Sid and Sean, which was what that was. But the '97 Rumble, I mean, you're a Rumble guy. Come on, come on.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. The 97 Rumble, I have to look where I rank that because I don't keep the rankings in my head. 97 wasn't too bad.
97 is like the second best ever.
The second best ever Rumble match.
92, 97, 01, 04. After that, I'm just kind of fugazi.
Listen, I agree with the placements of the other ones you named. I don't think 97 is top 10.
Well, it's a good thing I don't live in Pittsburgh because you and I may come to fisticuffs on that one.
Tell you what, I don't know if I have it on this computer. I might not.
He doesn't have his shit, folks. Oh, hey, that's why he get. I mean, 97. What would you change about 97 the Rumble? I mean, it was you had stars of present, past, future. How many Hall of Famers were in that freaking Rumble?
I mean, the field was pretty solid. Why is this?
Yeah.
But I think I blamed a couple other things for why I ranked it so low. Yeah, 97. You're not gonna like where I have 97.
Go ahead and tell me. I'll forgive you. It's okay.
Do you want to take a guess? Because I just pulled it up. I was like, wow.
How many Rumbles have there been all total?
So I haven't ranked this year's. So including all the TV ones and all the Rumbles.
No. Don't do this dark match horse shit on me. I'm talking Royal Rumble matches at the Royal Rumble. The Rumble was first held, 88? This is 2026.
Okay.
So 2026 minus 1988, that's 38 Royal Rumbles that we've had. Okay. You have 97. I'm going to.
Well, you have to also include the women's Rumbles in there too. So it's just shy of 50 for the record.
So on my list of 38, it's number 2. On your list of just shy of 50, I'm going to guess it's somewhere in the low 30s.
When I include the TV Rumbles, it's 32nd. If I take them out, it's 29th. But
if you just rank the men's Rumbles 88 to 06, this is easy arithmetic, Greg. Stick to the math we have all agreed upon.
Yeah. So I actually have the 2020 men's as the best of all time. Like it just edges out 92. And
2020 was
2020 was the year that Edge came back. And the year that Lesnar basically ran through the first half of the match.
You and I would not get along on like a weekend-long streaming party, just like cases of beer, throw on the WWE, network is gone now, but just streaming, just watching wrestling for a weekend. You and I would disagree. It's on so much. But hey,
I do get to watch in 2026, both of them again. I don't think any of them are going to, either one of those is going to crack the top 10 from what I remember.
I wouldn't think any of them would crack the top 38, and there's only been 38. But again, that's just,
Yeah. Well, for
man's opine.
Yeah, for posterity's sake, though, I had to do the TV ones because the SmackDown Royal Rumble in 2004, the one that Eddie Guerrero won, I think is easily a top. It used to be a top 10. It got bumped. A top 15 Rumble match all time. Like that SmackDown Rumble was so good.
I've never seen that, and I probably never will. The only two things I would lend to that creed is that Eddie Guerrero was in it, and Heyman probably booked it, if I'm remembering that time of SmackDown.
Yeah. And Kurt Angle started
SmackDown,
it. Yeah.
see, here's the thing: is
Go ahead.
SmackDown does not exist to me. It is the B show. It does not exist. I don't care how good it ever gets. It is the B show. It does not exist. There is Monday Night Raw, and then everything else. I do not acknowledge the horse hockey. But I'm so old school. You know, that's my problem.
I actually have. It's probably got to stay there for a while. The 2024 Women's Royal Rumble is a top 5 Rumble match. That might be a hot take.
2024. That was
Bailey won that one.
Yeah, I haven't even watched the Rumble. Was that the one where Maddie was at my house? Maddie and we went to 22. We went to 23. 24. Yeah, 24. They would have been at my house. That tells you how obliterated I was that I don't even remember anything that occurred that night. Dev and I were probably playing chess, and I was just there.
I got you. So, how about all these ESPN firings? They're laying a bunch of people off. Yeah, they're laying a bunch of people off and paying Pat McAfee a ridiculous amount of money.
I wouldn't pay Pat McAfee just because in the worm has turned for me on McAfee. So I wouldn't have even paid him. I mean, the level of house cleaning I would do at ESPN, people just don't even want to comprehend. I would offer bundle Buku Monet to actually make it ESPN again. Sports Center would be Dan Patrick and Keith Olbermann. We'll do a hologram of Stuart Scott. You know, we'll figure that out. Greg, you and I aren't that far apart in age. We grew up with ESPN basically as like our grandma's Afghan blanket, just warming us up in the morning, getting ready for school, watching the 6, 7 a.m. Sports Center. And when we were sick, missing school, Sports Center just stayed. Yeah. Every Christmas, the top 10 plays of was it Christmas or New Year's? It was the top 10 plays of the year.
Yeah, I think New Year's.
They have. I'm trying to think the last time I actually purposefully watched anything on ESPN that wasn't a simulcast like ABC NFL game. I cannot give warmth and comfort to the enemy. I cannot do it.
Listen, even AI Stuart Scott would do better than some of the people they have on there.
I mean, I don't know who or what they have on there now. I mean, the last time I ever actually watched ESPN on regularly was probably like 2014, 2015, 2016 in that category. And apart from what's his name? He hates the Cowboys. How about the Cowboys?
You talk about Skip Bayless? Or no, Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith.
Fuck
Skip Bayless is a Cowboys fan.
Stephen A., I would give him the bag. I'm a big Colin Cowherd fan, but he left ESPN for Fox. So, but the thing is, I only ever listened to Colin like in clips and on his podcast. I know you're not the biggest fan of Cowherd Truth, and yes, he does get up my ass in a bad way sometimes, but at the core, he does have this sort of like tunnel vision that I have of Forget the noise. Forget the bullshit. What is it? If I could honestly, if I could eradicate one guy in sports, it's that jackass he brings on his show, Nick Wright, who has his nose so far up Patrick Mahomes' ass, he's basically brushing his teeth.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
I literally fully expected after the trade of Cleveland to the Rams, guy who just set the sack record,
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett, yeah. Once that, I fully expected him to go. Well, you see, Colin, here's what should have happened. The Cleveland Browns should have contacted the Kansas City Chiefs and offered them Myles Garrett for probably a 5th and a 6th rounder because it's Cleveland. This would help the Chiefs. It would help the league, but more importantly, it helps Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
that's Nick Wright every paragraph.
Like Chris Collinsworth is more tolerable about Patrick Mahomes than Nick Wright is, and
it's in fucking bearable. Yeah, but then every single network is laying off, cost cutting. The economy's in the shitter. Nobody's watching TV anymore. They're watching shit like this. They're watching streaming. They're doing the world we grew up in died about 15 years ago. We're just kind of now fully coming to grasp with it.
Yeah. COVID changed everything. Like we are.
COVID it was already changed. COVID put that second to last nail in the coffin.
I guess it more accelerated it.
Yeah, it accelerated. Like this fucker was dying. COVID just pulled the plug. Yeah. But some poor Samaritan ran in and did a shot of drugs into the vein to keep it going a little bit. Yeah, it's over. The fact that Paul Feinbaum is still employed.
Don't get me started on him.
Welcome to the Paul Feinbaum Show. I want to talk about Alabama SEC football for a change. Now, listen to this. Alabama, the University of Alabama, the greatest, most storied program in the history of college sports. Alabama is only ranked number 1 this year. I think the committee is being very bad to. It's almost like Trump in a way. They're being very bad to Alabama. There could be a better. There's higher than 1. There is 0.5. There is 0.3. Then there is .me.
Feinbaum gets on my nerves. I almost wonder if he had influence with the last CFP because you cannot tell me that Alabama was a better team than Notre Dame. You can't, and have a legit argument for it. You can't.
I hate college football, and I can tell you that. No, Alabama was not. It is like Forrest Gump. Alabama, Bear Bryant, Nick Saban, college football. They suck. It doesn't matter if they suck. As long as Alabama is a thing. They're going to be, I would say recency bias, but that's way too easy of a term. But the thing is, Notre Dame, if I had a college team, it would be Notre Dame. Their problem is they've got their noses so far up their own ass. They think, well, we're Notre Dame. We don't have to be good. We're just Notre Dame. No, not only do you have to be good, you've got to kick everybody's ass. We're not just talking win. You got to slice some throats because you're Notre Dame. You're an independent. Nobody gives a flying fuck. You got to beat everybody by 30, 40 points, or else you're going to be espousing, and they'll just be like, you're not Alabama.
Yeah.
That's Notre Dame's problem. And the standards part, not a knock. I'm not doing the Pittsburgh thing. The academic standards, Notre Dame, get the fuck over it. No one gives a shit about academic standards. This is not Stanford. This is not Harvard. This is not the Ivy League. Pay your players. Let them major in carpentry for all the fuck I care. Sign them away from Arkansas. Come back and kick our ass, please. I want to see these redneck assholes with their hat in their hand again. That was wonderful. That was the best gift Notre Dame ever gave me last year. Oh God,
I did quite enjoy that Arkansas beatdown. That was fun.
I was wrecked for 4 quarters. I wish they would have piled on more. You would have loved to have been in town the week leading up to that game. It was like, well, them Notre Dame boys, yeah, they put together some good seasons here, but they're coming down here. It's the SEC. It's Arkansas. We're good. I think they're going to get some comeuppance now. Huh. All right, Leroy. I'll see you in a few hours.
It just means more. I'll tell you what. Like, I don't know what to expect from this Notre Dame team. I expect the defense to be just as later on in the season, because their first 2 Notre Dame needs to not front load their schedule like they did last year.
Go ahead. We'll pull up their schedule.
Their schedule this year, Miami aside, looks like at least 11 wins. Like Notre Dame should have the ability to go at the very least 11-1. Miami is a question mark because they were just in the national championship.
So we got week 1, Lambeau against Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. I think that should be a win. Rice win. Michigan State
should be a win.
Purdue. Great. That's at Purdue. I'm not sure if Purdue's any good. The Belichick. Oh, the Irish at the Belichick.
Let's go.
Yes, please win. Well, no, I can't. I love Belichick. I just hate what he's become. Versus Navy, that's a win. At Florida, that's reawakening an old Notre Dame, Florida State.
I have some bad memories of some Notre Dame, Florida State games. Offensive pass interference that it was not a pick play.
Oh, trust me. I'm not the fan you are, but I have my Notre Dame pain. At Florida State, I think that could be the trip. Then you host Miami in South Bend.
It's my birthday weekend, so that should be fun.
Well, it says date TBA. Maybe this is not the most up-to-date schedule.
It might be because
so
there are a couple games.
That's first weekend in November?
Yeah, first weekend in November.
Okay.
Notre Dame, Miami. Because sometimes they don't set the times for the games until like halfway through the season.
Or even later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have to say this.
It's called flexing, bro.
Yeah. To the NCAA, never, ever again schedule Notre Dame at a 10:30 p.m. Eastern kickoff time. That was bullshit.
What the fuck? At 10:30? Tell me about this. They're scheduling games that
last season.
I'm doing good to stay up to do your show. This is late night for me.
Yeah. Last season, it was the night of Survivor Series too. I got to watch Survivor Series in whole and then go watch Notre Dame kick off against Stanford because they were in California, and the NCAA in their infinite wisdom was like, hey, we're going to schedule it at 10:30 kickoff time. South Bend, Indiana is in the Eastern time zone. So it was a very late night. I don't think the game ended till like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, East Coast time.
If I had omnipotent supreme powers, primetime games would be gone. Like there would be no more primetime. Like you would, like Sunday, you would have no more Monday nights, no more Thursday nights, no more of this fucking bullshit. Every single game happens on, I'm talking about the NFL. Every single game happens on Sunday. Round 1, 11 a.m. Round 2 of games, 2:30, 3 o'clock. Then you get your one fucking primetime game at like 5:30 or 6. Then we can all get to bed at a decent hour because some of us have to work and earn a living.
Yeah. The countless hours I've stayed up watching primetime football
I
games.
did in my youth, but I don't anymore. Fuck that. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I watch NFL Red Zone with the boys on Sundays, and usually Red Zone ends usually about 6 or so. I close up shop. I go to bed, take my night meds, and I am asleep before Sunday Night Football ever even fucking kicks off.
I just
Even on like the Thanksgiving and I don't watch that shit. I'm doing things.
They're running Wednesday games now. Like,
The season kicks off on a Wednesday this year.
yes, it does. Which is just, I feel like they're trying to add games to so many days. It's going to screw everybody up. It's going to screw the players up because they have such uneven weeks.
Well, see, the thing is, the players don't get two fucks because they're gonna with the see if one thing baseball players have over football players, baseball players are smart. They're not gonna get cheated for fucking. They will strike for 5 years. NFL players will do whatever the fuck you want as long as you pay them more money. Pay them more money. Let them smoke weed. Hey, you can schedule us 5 games back to back to back to back to back days. Baseball players are like, fuck you. We're going to need more money for fewer games.
Yeah, 160.
That's why baseball is dying and the NFL somehow just continues to grow because apparently there's dipshits out there that will watch every fucking game. It's like, well, I got to be at work at 8 o'clock tomorrow. The game didn't end until noon. I start drinking usually around 1 o'clock. I'm passed out, hammered as shit by that point.
I actually cut back my Walmart schedule because I missed a lot of the NFL season last year.
You did, and we want you. We want you for Raw Ball Red Zone.
Yeah, I'll probably pop in here and there because Steelers play a game overseas this year.
It's 7 hours, baby. 11:45 a.m. to the end. I mean, it's a grudge. It's a grind, man. We've been doing it for 3 years, man. You got to get with us. It'll put some hair on your chest.
Yeah, it'll probably happen. I'm not sure when it'll happen. I can't make any promises, but it'll happen at some point. Because I like watching my football. Something I want to do.
Well, just a real quick, Notre Dame, they finished with SMU and at Syracuse. I'm guessing both those are dubs. You just think Miami could be the L.
Yeah, Miami in South Bend though. Like
maybe they lose at Florida State but beat Miami in South Bend.
Listen, it's to the point where Notre Dame has to go either unbeaten or 1 loss. Because clearly 2 losses by a combined 4 points is enough to keep them out.
Oh, yeah, because they're Notre Dame. They don't play anybody. Join a conference. Join the – what is it?
Notre Dame's not joining a conference. I'm not having this fight. I am not doing this. They're not joining a conference.
Why?
Especially because the conferences, if they add more games, the conferences are going to become meaningless anyway.
Well, the SEC is already. I saw a news story yesterday. The SEC wants to leave the NCAA. Like they just want to go off on their own.
Well, of course. They're pissed they haven't gotten any teams on the national championship the last 3 years.
Which honestly, I would be fine with if the SEC just flat fucked off, and I never have to hear from these inbred hick sacks of shit again. Just like, yeah, please, can I help you pack your bags? Can I call you an Uber? Please, SEC, fuck off.
That's fair.
I'll watch the Big Ten. I'll watch, I guess, whatever's left of the Pac-12. I guess the Pac-12 is the new thing again.
Pac-12 gone. Yeah, Pac-12's gone. It's the SEC had 5 teams in the college football playoff last year, and none of them made even the semis. Like, If you want to talk about an overrated conference, the SEC is the answer to that. They are not the powerhouses they were in the 2010s.
Well, once NIL became a thing, I told everybody you're going to see the SEC fall back to their rightful place in the outhouse because they've gotten so good for so long. These schools that ain't got dick for money, well, actually that have it, but that's a whole other story because they won't pay players. I can go off in a whole other direction there. I won't. Basically, the SEC is getting their comeuppance for being what they are.
Yep.
And I have zero problem with that. The thing, get rid of the bowl games. I mean, those are just get rid of the bowl games. If the SEC doesn't secede from the union, God, have we seen that before? If the SEC doesn't secede, take the SEC and the Big Ten, make like your AFC and NFC out of that, and that's your college football. And then everything else is just Division 2, 3, 4, whatever the hell they want to call themselves. Let them play in the sand. Yeah. NFL just needs to buy those schools, basically, just buy their football teams and make that like NFL minor league. Like baseball has AAA and AA. NFL just buy the football programs of all these schools and make that your minor league because that's what it is.
All right. So last week I was on Fightful's charity stream, the 24-hour charity stream. I was not on the whole time. Props to Jeremy Lambert for doing that. But he game called 5-Star Booker, which we've played 17-0 before. And it's, I guess, the wrestling equivalent.
Maddie gave me a very brief briefing. And by brief, I mean like 2 sentences.
Yeah. Like I know he put it in the chat either yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
But so I'm going to put this on screen.
Okay. So smart Mark.
Yeah. So I think the version they did was stats. You get to choose your promotion. So there's WWE, AEW, WWF, which would have been 80s until 2002, WCW for its existence, which I guess includes NWA as well.
It was Jim Crockett Promotions that was part of the NWA. Then before him, it was Mid-Atlantic Wrestling, which was still an NWA territory. But
yeah,
ECW,
New Japan Pro Wrestling, which I might take out of this because I don't have a ton of familiarity with New Japan.
Oh, I bet Matty has just creamed his jeans doing this to New Japan. He loves his Japanese wrestling.
TNA is in here. ECW is in here. Impact.
ECW and ECW, WCW, and WWF, I would probably do decent in. All the others.
Well, the nice thing about this is they give you anybody who had a match in a certain year. Like if you spun WWE 2003, you get everybody who was on the roster, plus everybody who worked like a dark match or a squash match or whatever. Every single person is available to choose. And then you basically book a show based on who you spin. So,
okay.
All right, let's try this. See how it goes.
Well, it's your show. You pick the territory, and I'll kind of go along with you, Meow.
All right. So, the venue is the Bell County Expo Center. Okay.
Which is was that?
I don't think the venue. Yeah, I don't think the venue actually makes much of a difference. They just have it in here. All right. So, first spin.
And what territory are we in? It revolves between them. Okay.
Yeah, it spins between them. So WWE in 2019, we pick one person we can book triple threats, fatal four ways, a 6-man tag. We can also book regular tag matches if we want.
I'm going to leave this to you because I've barely paid attention to the plot. I mean,
Yeah.
at this point, I was watching a little bit of NXT, and then AEW became a thing, and I watched them a good amount. But yeah, WWE, I was checked out, dude. So this one's on you, Gregor.
Okay. Well, just because I am the massive fan of her that I am, Sasha Banks is going in match number 3.
Okay.
So
Wait. So it like it. Okay. Let me enlarge my screen. Okay. Oh, there we go.
I can do a round, and then we can do a round. Separate.
I was trying because I'm basically half blind. I'm just trying to get the screen to where I can read what's going on.
I got you.
So match 3. Okay.
Match
So we
3
get 5 matches.
Yeah, we have 5 matches. We have the opener, match 2, match 3, the semi-main event, and the main event.
Okay. All right.
Next up, WWE 2010. Okay, so now we can book.
Okay, I was completely. I was basically 2004 to 2014. I did not watch a single scintilla of pro wrestling. So this is you're all here. This is way out of my wheelhouse. Okay. Oh, I see Punk there.
Yeah, CM Punk in 2010. Christian in 2010. Rey Mysterio. I don't want to book my women's match just yet.
You already have your women's match.
Well, I have half of my women's match. I don't want to fill that out already. I'm going to put Dolph Ziggler, 2010 Dolph Ziggler in the opener.
Ziggler was a hell of a bumper, and he had some sunny days.
Ring of Honor in 2010. Okay.
Oh Lord. Oh. Justin Liger was working there. Holy smokes.
Yeah. Kenny Omega in 2010. Probably not as much.
Well, he did all his good work in Japan.
I'm going to sort it by name. Adam Cole. Ooh. I feel like there were...
Beef Wellington.
Yeah, Beef Wellington. Bob Evans, down on the farm.
Sausage gravy, man, in buckets.
Cedric Alexander. Chris Hero. 2010 Chris Hero. Oh, Dan. Oh, it's going to be hard for me to get away from Daniels. Although I feel like he had stronger years. Like I feel like 2005, 2006 would be a good time to get Daniels. Not that he was bad in 2010 by any stretch of the imagination.
I saw El Generico in there. I know that's who that is.
Yeah. El Generico's in there. Eddie Kingston's in there. Delirious is in there.
Who became the booker, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Which means Kevin Steen's got to be in here. Yep. Where do I want to go with this? Zbyszko worked a Ring of Honor match in 2010.
Larry, my friend. Did I see Mark Bagwell?
No, Mark Briscoe.
No, I thought I saw a Bagwell in there. Oh, Bennett. Oh,
yeah, Mike Bennett.
Kevin Steen.
Nick Dinsmore. Probably not.
Reggie. Just Reggie. Sanjay, I
Shimazaki.
remember him vaguely from TNA. Steve Carino. Wow.
I think I'm going to go with Claudio. Yeah, I'm going to go with Claudio. I'm going to put him in the second match.
Okay.
All right, so now what do we got? TNA 2011.
Okay, I recognize Abyss, AJ, Shelley. I mean, AJ is the face
Yeah.
of TNA wrestling.
I feel like I got to put AJ.
Let's get it. I mean, based on recent, documentaries, Dixie Carter is the face of TNA wrestling, but AJ Styles was the true worker. Yeah.
So 2011 AJ Styles. I'm putting him in the main event.
How much would someone have to pay you to go on a date with Dixie Carter?
Depends how down bad I am.
You would probably ask for a lobotomy before you were picked up, just so you would never have to remember a damn thing.
Ring of Honor 2002. So like near the inception of Ring of Honor.
Yeah, 02. Yeah, that had to be like the first year. Yeah, they had Danielson. Punk, yeah. Colt Cabana. Help us all. Eddie had, that's right. Eddie was on the outs with Vince.
Yeah.
After the
thing is, Eddie returned that year, so.
Which made his untimely demise that much more sad, that he had the issue that he had, got over it, got himself clean, better than ever, and then just all those years of the things he put inside of him.
Yep. Ooh, the Amazing Red. Do I want to do Claudio versus... No, you know what? I want to do the Amazing Red versus Dolph Ziggler.
The Amazing Red. Who was the Amazing Red?
The Amazing Red. He was a big part of like early TNA in the X division. So like he was shorter, but like I don't know how to describe the Amazing Red other than he just did.
Well, he's not very tall.
He's not.
He's slow.
But he does a lot of flips too, so. TNA last year. Okay.
Oh. Let's prepare for this wasteland.
Well, I'm going to see if I can find a woman to work. Sasha. I don't want to take Jordynne Grace because she joined WWE. So that's... And a lot of these are NXT people. So... You know, I'm gonna go from somebody for the man. I'm gonna save somebody for Sasha.
Krampus.
Let's see.
Matt Hardy is working TNA now.
Yeah, Matt Hardy, I think is I don't know if he is still a tag champ. Currently.
Santino
Yes, Santino's the director of authority in TNA.
Oh Christ, that guy couldn't direct a kindergarten recess.
Steve Macklin, who I got to hang out with on that stream.
Tommy Dreamer is still working.
Tommy Dreamer's gone from TNA now.
Oh.
I might throw Steve Macklin against Claudio. That'll be fun. All right, next one. WWE 2012. Oh God. Okay.
I recognize Booker T, the man from Saskatchewan. Oh,
2012 CM Punk versus 2011 AJ Styles. Yep. Sign me.
okay. I'll take that as a main event. I have no idea who Amazing Red is.
NXT 2013.
Well, you need someone for Banksy to.
I know, like, and I'm trying to. This was like early NXT too, so I feel like I have to take somebody like Seth Rollins, although he was on the main roster. Never mind. Sammy. I can put Sammy in the semi-main. TNA 2008. Okay, this is where I get Sasha versus a knockout. All right, here we go.
Awesome Kong.
Sasha versus Awesome Kong. Sasha versus Gail Kim.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's happening. And then we got to find somebody for Sammy to face from WCW in 2001.
Oh, for the love of all that's jumping fucking. Okay, what spots do we?
They don't have. Okay.
Okay, WCW. This is my territory here. So what do we got? We got match 3, Sasha and Gail. We've got Sammy. Trying to think, someone in 2001, Sammy could have. Who was on that roster? Sami Zayn and Lance Storm. I could maybe see my way. Sami Zayn and Jeff. No. God, no. Elix, no. Dustin. DD. Oh, Sammy and DDP. That does kind of make me curious. Just I'm trying to think who Sammy would have paired up well with during this time. No, not Booker. I'm like, who was the absolute best worker WCW had on the roster in 2001?
Probably Booker T.
Well, okay, best worker that could give Sammy the best match. Terry Funk and Sami Zayn. Oh. Shane Douglas, that was the franchise. Sting and Sami Zayn. Sammy could play the heel there, but that's a semi-main. I don't know if I want to. You put Sammy in the semi-main, he should be in the curtain jerker for this shit. So we've only got 5 matches. Oh gosh, keep going up. What? Conan, Kevin Nash. No. Jeff was a hell of a hand.
I'm between Lance Storm and Jeff Jarrett.
Well, I don't want to turn this into the battle for Canada, so I would probably go Jarrett and Sammy, but it would have to Jarrett. I mean, either one could play the. I would think Sammy could definitely play the baby face because Jarrett plays the heel far better than a baby face. There would have to be some kind of a stipulation gimmick there, but not like a Vince Russo guitar on a pole.
Well,
thing.
let's add a stipulation to that.
My God, I'm sorry I'm so blind.
No, you're fine. The options are small. I wonder if this will help.
Lumberjack. Oh, thank you, thank you. Ladder, tables, chairs, hell in a cell, steel cage, Iron Man, submission, 2 out of 3 falls and I quit. No DQ, hardcore, street fight. Uh, Don Collar speaks to strap match because I love a good strap match. But Jarrett wasn't. See, Jarrett didn't shine in gimmick matches. It was just he did a lot of them, but um, we don't have any belts here, obviously.
Right.
But what were the other? Scroll back up again, just for the. I'm thinking dog collar for this one, just because either dog collar or strap, just because I could see this storyline playing out where Jarrett gets a strap or a dog collar and he chokes Sammy out on TV or he whips him, and then Sammy's like, "You dirty Tennessee sack of whatever, I'm going to get you at the El Paso Dome and I'm going to whip you like a,
Yeah.
that kind of thing."
All
So
right, let's see.
what do we pick? What did we pick on that one?
So we have Dolph Ziggler versus the Amazing Red.
No, Sammy and Jeff. Did we do what we do? Dog collar. Yeah.
Dog collar.
Keep dog collar. Very underutilized. It takes the right guys, but it can be done. Okay.
So we have Dolph Ziggler versus the Amazing Red. We have Claudio Castagnoli versus Steve Macklin. Sasha Banks versus Gail Kim, which I think would be an incredible match. Sami Zayn versus Jeff Jarrett in a dog collar match. And then the main event of AJ Styles versus CM Punk.
Which that match doesn't need a gimmick. It just needs
time.
I would time. Well, I was going to say either a belt or a 2 out of 3 falls for a belt.
All right, here we go.
All right, let's see.
5 1/4 stars. Okay.
Now, are we going off dipshit out in California's rating system? Because I don't think
I have no idea. But, so Ziggler versus the Amazing Red got 4 3/4 stars. Claudio and Steve Macklin got 5 1/4, as did Sasha and Gail Kim. Sami Zayn and Jeff Jarrett got 5 stars for the dog collar. And then 6.5 stars for AJ versus Punk. I figured that was the right call there.
Punk goes over AJ. Yeah.
Yep.
So it doesn't let you book the finish. See, now if this was like a thing where you're trying to like over the course of like 6 months or a year, like draw houses or get pay-per-view buys or TV, well, some kind of something where you book over the course of a period of time, like, oh, well, this fans aren't liking this guy and this guy. Let's change this. Let's bring this here. Let's get rid of this. I would like to please, this may be one of the very few times but some kind of long-term booking simulation. Long-term booking is just the modern day euphemism for slow booking. There's a difference.
If you've ever played Extreme Warfare Revenge, which is like an old computer game from like 20 years ago, it kind of is that. I'm sure you can find it on the internet somewhere. And you can even create your own.
You can find anything on the internet anywhere.
Yeah, that's true. That might become a series that I do. I'm not sure. But either way.
I do love fantasy booking. It is just that just continues to amaze me. And I love to look at particular eras, like when Dusty was booking, Jim Crockett in the mid to late 80s, kind of what he was thinking. Kevin Sullivan as a booker in WCW in the mid 90s. You know, guys like Heyman. And I love trying to get inside the mind of a booker, just like I see what they're doing, how and why how are they doing this? Why? Oh, I see they're storytelling, but very. It's not just you pull a name out of this hat, you pull a name out of that hat, and you put them. No, there's a lot that goes in. It's like, well, if we don't draw money with these two, this territory is going to be tits up.
Yeah. Although this game is how I booked fantasy wrestling shows like 25 years ago, so kind of makes me happy.
Well, speaking of fantasy, we got the fantasy football draft coming up Saturday, August 29th.
We do, and I will get my fee in soon enough. I did see that email come across. I just haven't got to it yet.
You had a very weird team last year. Like you beat me in the regular season. Like your team scored a shitload of points, but you always seem to like every week like just some kind of skullduggery would occur. It was Josh Allen dropping 50 bombs.
Yeah. The thing is, like, that was both leagues I was in last year. Like the one league, it was like I was putting up these points and then somehow I lost by 1 or 2 points. That happened at least 4 weeks. Like I was getting screwed over in some of these games. And
I think it was because you had Boswell, and for some reason, every league I've ever been in, he's like the bad luck charm, which is why I've never drafted him. Because like I've never seen a team win with Boswell.
I guess it's one of those things where my Steelers bias comes into place, and I know how good of a kicker he is. I just have to realize that, hey, he might not kick all that often because the Steelers offense isn't great.
I think the offense is going to be, well, let me qualify this. If Ernest T. Bass and Coach Lardass can get through the season without just pissing in each other's throats, the offense should be pretty well improved. But those two do not like each other. That's no secret. And I can just see McCarthy calling in plays, and Aaron's like, screw this.
Well, we will see what happens. But that is the end of tonight's episode. Thank you very much for joining. Big G should be joining us next week. And then in 2 weeks, I don't want to say series finale, but
finale.
Of the
well, it's like a series can end, and they can come back for like the Hallmark holiday movie or the ABC reunion special.
Yeah.
It's the series finale, and I'm going to have a musical number work. I haven't decided exactly what, but I'm going to have a very nice musical number, appropriate, respectful musical number worked up. I'm going to get the guitar. I've been debating what song to try and close the Greg Cherry brand out with.
Well, there you go. All right. We will see you next week. Don't be a jag. We'll see you next time on the Greg Cherry Show.